What's up? What's up? And welcome to the Arthur Moats Experience. I'm Arthur Moats, and you know what time it is. Whoo, baby, baby, baby. That was a shocker today. All right. Yeah. Don't think any of us were anticipating waking up to the news that we woke up to. But yeah, baby. Here we are. And yeah, it's like official now. Obviously, we're talking about the George Pickens bombshell of a trade. Whew. Yeah. So like I said, man, we definitely are going to talk about that. Got the homie Tyler Candelaria. Gonna call him up at 1:30, man, get his thoughts on the big news. Obviously, we saw his short that he posted earlier today, man, on the channel, man. So definitely appreciate y'all tapping into that. Y'all saw my reaction. I literally, man, rolled out the bed. Somebody hit my line like, bro, you see what's going on? I'm like, hold on, man, what? So, like I said, man, we will definitely, talk more and more about that, but I do appreciate y'all tapping in on my video, man. But whoo, that was a lot. Then at 2:00, man, the homie TG is calling in. Yeah, we got to get his thoughts on this one as well, man. Like I said, this was one of those ones where you heard some rumblings, but of course nobody thought that this could really be happening, and here we are. So Yeah, man. I get it. I know it's going to be crazy. Man. But it's a lot that we need to discuss with the move, man. So, like I said, usually we take some time and we, mess around for a little while on the front of this thing. But I'm just like, man, it is a lot that we need to unpack with this thing, man. So, yeah, man. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get it going, maybe. All right. So with that being the case, man, y'all drop it in the comment section where you're tuning in from so that way I can give that big boy shout out to start the day's show. And of course, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel, baby. Let's get it going. Because, yeah, we got action today. I do see the homie Phil Bing in Savannah, Georgia. Rod Dollars in the 330 Youngstown, Ohio. Share a line, baby. Flow Grown 420. Don't get it twisted. He ain't in San Antonio with it. He's in San Antonio, Florida with it in the 352. Not to be confused with San Antonio, Texas. Let me make sure I clarify that. All right. The Don Hefe Quan out there in beautiful Watts, California. Shout out to the West Side. Wendy Johnson also showing love on the West Side in the 562 Long Beach, California. Shout out. You know the homie, the homie Jaron Pittsburgh Steelers for life in the 559 Visalia, California. Got to get him a shout out. He says he's watching from home while recovering from abdominal surgery. So yeah, hopefully recovery is going good. I look forward to providing at least some distraction to whatever discomfort you might be feeling as we talk about this here this here trade. All right. And then the last one I'm going to talk about is the homie Steven Wine in the 618 Edwardsville, Illinois. Shout out to Edwardsville, Illinois. Shout out to the homie Steven Wine as well, tapping in. But yeah, like I said, man, we are not going to waste a lot of time on this. We're going to get right into it because, kind of crazy, but here we are nonetheless, man. Digging an earlier super chat, man. This is before the show even started. The homie Flow Grown 420 says TJ, in turn TJ Watt said, pay me or I'm gone. So we traded George Pickens, shaking my head with the heartbreak emoji. So yeah, man, let's get into it. Let's talk about it for those that don't know or that, are, late risers. This dropped about 6:40 a.m. today. Adam Schefter was the person who put out the tweet, basically saying that, yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers were finalizing a trade with the Dallas Cowboys to send George Pickens to the Cowboys for picks in terms of draft picks in return. Now, obviously at 6:40 in the morning, we're all half asleep, half awake. We're like, is this even the right Adam Schefter account? You know what I mean? Like, is it really Schefter or is it like Adam Schefter? You know what I mean? Where they spell it without the C or something. So I'm like, all right, nah, it's really legit. Okay. But then I'm like, you know what? It said they're finalizing. It didn't mean that the deal was done. So of course the optimist in me says, you know what? Maybe we'll all just get the major pump fake. We'll appreciate the content because obviously this is breaking news. It's important. It's exciting. But you know what? About 2:00, man, it'll all go back to, yeah, man, they was just faking it, man. They ain't really going to do that. And we'd all be good. We would all do the same thing. I told y'all they want to do that and we'd be good. But unfortunately, that was not the case. It only got realer as the time passed, and now it is officially official. Where we got the Cowboys social media team putting their post out. They're still, or Cowboys.com putting it out there. NFL that took on ESPN. Everybody still. I'm like, ooh. So yeah, for the compensation with it, we are sending George Pickens and a 2027 6th-round draft pick to the Dallas Cowboys for a 2026 3rd-round draft pick and 2027 5th-round draft pick. Now, for me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the move because I believe in proven production. I believe in the player over the pick. But at the same time, this situation is a little unique. Why is that? Well, we know a couple of things are at play right now. Number one, as it pertains to GP, we know that, is he all the way on board with the situation, or is he too frustrated with the quarterback carousels that he's had to play with, the coordinators that he's had to work with? Maybe those were the things that, were making him a little bit more disgruntled. We don't know that behind the scenes, right? But that is something that we have to take into consideration. We see us bring in DK Metcalf, right? Trade a 2nd-round pick and then give him a big time deal, paying him $30 million per year. All right. Was that a little bit of a sign where they're saying, all right, man, we are showing you this is the type of player that we want, this type of player that we're willing to pay. But for you specifically, you need to wait. You need to show us that you can do more if you want that type of deal, because we do know that this is typically when guys of his status get extensions. Right? When you got 1 year remaining on your contract, this is when you see those contract extensions, and usually nice, robust deals for a guy like GP. So it could also be the scenario where the number, right? We're coming over here. He's saying he wants this. We can't meet in the middle. And now you have to ask yourself, would you rather allow him to go in free agency and not even going for agency. Would you want him to potentially sit out this year and now you just deal with that whole song and dance? Or you have a disgruntled employee, right? Dude that's pissed off every single day within the locker room. Now you're dealing with that throughout the season. Or even the element of you allow him to play out the season, but because y'all don't get a deal done, now he's going to leave him free agency and you get a comp pick. Sure, the comp pick would be nice, but at the same time, there's still some, level of uncertainty about what that pick would be because it's predicated on how much money he will be receiving elsewhere. So to me, when I think of all those variables, I'm like, all right, I get why you would move off of him if you don't think he's the long-term answer. If you don't want to pay 2 receivers $30+ million or a $30 million and a $25 million receiver, right? Thinking GP's market in that $20-25 million range. If you don't want to pay both of those dudes like that, then sure, you've already committed to DK. You already got some question marks around GP. Move on from GP. Cool. Get you your draft compensation. So you feel like you won. You got your 3rd-round pick. You guaranteed that, and you picked up an additional 5th. Cool. All that sounds nice in the long-term grand scheme of things, but what it doesn't help right now is the production. And what I'm referring to is the 900 yards, the 50-something catches, and a couple touchdowns that the dude produced just last year, and what he's been in terms of the past couple years for us, our best receiver. That part we knew coming into this offseason that we needed to add to the wide receiver room. Hence the reason why we were also excited about DK Metcalf joining, right? Because we're like, yo, DK's here, man. We rocked out, man. Let's get it. Now we got 2 dogs at receiver. We can go get it. Are they crash outs? Absolutely. But we still felt good about those 2 dudes and what they could bring to the table for whatever quarterback, hopefully Aaron Rodgers, right? But now you pivot to, all right, we trade GP after getting DK. I'm like, we kind of in the same boat we were just in a year ago. Now, granted, I feel a lot better about the wide receiver in terms of DK's just overall production and the consistency with that. But for the added boost that I feel at receiver, I feel negative about quarterback, because this time last year we were hollering about Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Right now, we're hollering about Mason Rudolph, Will Howard, Skylar Thompson, and the potential of Aaron Rodgers deciding to play versus retire. I don't feel as good about that. Could be better, could be worse, though. So here we are, right? So to me, man, now I'm looking at this scenario and I'm just saying, what's next, right? What is next? Who, what, when, where, how? We got picks. We know that there are free agents still available. Amari Cooper is probably the guy that I would say is the best option if we're not talking trades, right? We just saw Gabe Davis get released earlier today as well from the Jacksonville Jaguars, just a year after signing a 3 for $39 million deal to go down to Jacksonville. They're talking about Alan Lazard, right? Trade speculation because of the connection with Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, God, I don't really move my needle. I'm like, if you want to talk trade, you know the receiver I would, if we're going to talk trade now. He playing Miami. He's kind of crazy. He's been disgruntled down there as well. Talk about Tyreek Hill. I'm going to go ahead and do that. If I'm going to get a crash out, let me go get the fastest crash out I know. All right? I'm just saying. But at the same time, I'm like, all right, maybe this is all right, maybe we not finished this yet. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that this is all right, we playing chess right here. It looks weird, but this is a chess move, okay? We get rid of that, acquire this, and we planning on getting to that. That's what I'm hoping. Because otherwise, child, we need to go get some more defenders, all right? Because, yeah, man, offense going to be rough, so we're going to need to have people that can just holding 3 points, man. Yeah, holding 3 points, all right? So that's what I'm thinking. I just don't know. I don't know. But I am very just dumbfounded by this move at this point, man. I'm like, I don't see the direction all the way in terms of this year. Now, if we're playing the long game, sure, long game, I can see that. But to get to that ending of that long game, we got to survive through this year, because you go out here and you mess around too bad this year, people will really get fired, man. So that's my only thing. So I just, I don't know how I feel about this all the way. But here we are. Now, I'm sure if you're in Dallas right now, you're loving it. They didn't give him an extension, 1 year deal, but you got him, CD Lamb, obviously Dak over there. You feeling good about the offense, man. You feeling good. You drafted an old lineman in the first. You feel like you got the goods to make some noise over there. We're going to see how that plays out. And I'm sure if you GP, this is going to be the best quarterback you've played with, man. Like a healthy, young, in his prime Dak Prescott, man, we just saw it, not last year, obviously, because he was banged up, but the year before that, he was an MVP finalist. So with that, it's like, all right, for GP, I'm sure he's super excited about that. But yeah, from the black and gold perspective, I'm just like, man, I don't know. But everybody is different, right? So I'm gonna just say this statement for me and me alone. All right, you see, I got my Steel Town Irish shirt on because I'm praying that we got some lucky Steelers magic going on behind the scenes, and I just don't know it. Okay, that's what I'm hoping. But as a whole, for me personally, what I'm saying is this. I have not stopped trusting this team since I've joined the organization in 2014. Since 2014, I have not been done wrong. I've listened to these dudes. I follow these dudes. I've seen the moves they make, and they've resulted in victories. A lot of them. So with this, I'm going to take the same approach. I'm going to say, you know what? Yeah, a lot of people that don't believe in the organization, man, they will go believe in them regardless if this trade happened or not. So they're going to have the feelings that they have. But for me specifically, hey, man, I'm going to take the wait and see approach. Let's wait and see. Because, yeah, there's always been that negative, nervous, oh, God, this is over. Oh, my God, we're going to suck. And it never actually happens. So I'm willing to see. They've earned that right to me. So I'm willing to see that. But, yeah, this is weird, man. This is definitely one of them weird ones on the surface, baby. All right. But, yeah. Let's tap in, man. I see y'all dropping the super chats, man. We will for certain get those in here, man. So you already know, though, man. Don't forget to hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Yeah, this is definitely one of those ones, man. The homie King Whooper says, yo, Moats, we got to skip the intro and get right into it. Hey, baby, you know I'm with you now, all right? We did do that. We definitely did that because it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Kel Turner says the AFC North just wiped sweat off their forehead. I can see that as well. You know why I can see that? Because we just gave up OGP for draft picks that aren't even available to us this year. The draft is already passed. So I get it, man. I get it. I'm sure they're looking like, hey, all right now, unless they're about to do something crazy trade-wise, we should be feeling pretty good about that Steelers matchup, man. Heck, we don't even know if their quarterback even wants to play or if he's retired in terms of Aaron Rodgers. So I'm sure they definitely feel good about it, man. Yeah. Oh, man, I hate that. I hate this one right here, but this is also accurate, man. The homie Donovan LaRue says, yeah, that Jack Sawyer pick starting to look a little terrible right now. I could understand where he is coming from with that one. Most definitely, man. Like I said, definitely not what we want to see right now. It's definitely not what we want to see. But we got to trust him. At least that's what they say, right? Because there are certain people that will feel, all right, with GP, the potential long-term negative, right? We've heard the horror stories of, or not the horror stories, but we've heard the stories of Antonio Brown and how everything played out with that. Obviously, I was privy to a little bit more information just being in the locker room with them during those 4 years. But at the same time, it's like, man, publicly it was quiet, right? But we get it. As soon as Coach T cut the cord on that, moved on, he went completely crazy. And we saw how it ultimately ended for him and how he is still, not back to the Antonio Brown that we all knew. So that was one version of it. But then it's like, all right, we can go down the list and you start to just think of all the disgruntled receivers that we've had to move on from, right? Guys that we've enjoyed, that we thought, all right, man, this is the next one. And we traded them. Before we paid them, we traded them. Or in some cases, we paid them and traded them, But it's like, man, we talked to Antonio Brown. We know what we did with that one. Chase Claypool, know how we did with that, right? Martavis Bryant, another dude that we thought was going to be a dog. He was killing it. Shout out to my dog Tay. Moved on from it, though, for various reasons, right? Deontay Johnson. We're looking at the Deontay Johnson story right now, looking at him in Cleveland in that contract. We're like, how the heck did you get here when just 12 months ago, man, you was getting $17, $18 million a year, right? And now you had GP to this mix, man. Heck, if you wanted to go back even further than that, shout out to my dog San Antonio. Man, we moved on from him too. It's like they understand when a player is talented and can produce and, are God tier at certain phases. But at the same time, the Steelers, they believe in that nobody's bigger than the team, man. Nobody's bigger than that. And if they feel internally that they're going to have those type of concerns, man, or they just feel like, man, they can't cover for you anymore, your production doesn't outweigh the negative, they're going to move on. Like you said, man, when you see how they handle Antonio Brown at the end of it, to me, that was like the ultra light, like, man, highlight, bold print, underline. You should know if you can't produce on his level, yeah, man, might, have to toe it quiet down a little bit. We saw that with Deontay Johnson, right? And we're not saying that their grievances aren't valid. Deontay Johnson, how I felt about his grievance. I'm like, yo, I get it. Your contract, your production, your legacy is largely tied to the quarterback who can get you the football. And if you feel like that guy can't deliver, then yeah, you're going to voice that. You're going to step up and be passionate about it. But you have to be careful with how you do it, because we saw how that played out with DJ, right? And that's just one of them. Except we can go down that list. So when you talk GP and it's like, yeah, we all say, yeah, hey, bro, he got a little crash on, he got a little crazy on him, but he balling though. But he could get a little inconsistent, but more so because the quarterback play, we know the revolving door that he's had to deal with that and how crazy that's impacted him. So we get it. We definitely get it. But this is that part where I'm just like, and now it could have been he wanted to. If he wanted to get traded, that's a different convo. He could have went in there and look, man, I don't like the situation. I don't like the quarterback room. I see what y'all did with DK. I don't like it, man. I want to get up out of here. And if that's the case, volunteers, not hostages. Wish you nothing but the best. But if that wasn't the case, he actually wanted to be here, but he was showing his passion for that in a different manner, then you, like I said, you just got to be careful with that. Now, bringing in Robert Woods, it's like, yo, this is a nice pick, but this ain't that type of pick where you bring him in to move on from GP. That's not that. And I'm a dog now. Woods was with me in Buffalo. But no, that ain't that. All right, we ain't seeing that. Even with Amari Cooper, I'm not saying Amari Cooper is replacing GP's production. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Alan Lazard either or Gabe Davis. But what I am saying is we're going to need to do something. Maybe it's two of them dudes. Something, though. Something. Like, I like Rock Taylor, man, the undrafted free agent we signed from Memphis. 6'3", down the grass. We said GP, DK style, right? But we know what GP is. That's proven production, man. I don't have that type of optimism about, the unproven just yet. I don't. I need to see it. When I see it, then I believe it. So I'm definitely at that crossroads phase right now with the wide receiver room and just kind of what my expectations are going to be going into this season. So that's why I'm like, you know what? We're going to hold off. All right. I'm going to give him some time to figure it out. I'm going to give him some time to let this thing play out. Hopefully, we can get this thing right. All right. Now we got the homie Zach Costanzo. And he says, traded a second this year and our best offensive weapon right before his prime for a 2026 third and a similar wide receiver that already peaked. Make it make sense. Now, when you say already peaked, I don't agree with you with that one, because DK Metcalf to me hasn't already peaked. DK Metcalf to me is in his prime, but he's also a dude that can still continue to improve, which I think he will. All right. So I think we got better if we're just talking simply the 1-for-1 element of a GP as our main receiver versus DK Metcalf as our main receiver. So similar, sure, but definitely an upgrade when we're talking production. We ain't debating that one. That's just the statistics prove that, right? And he's had similar quarterback situations. Now, obviously, he dealt with a Geno. Geno definitely showed a lot better, but he's also a big reason why Geno looked a lot better as well. So let's throw that out there too. But I could definitely agree with you though, man. There are certain things where, this doesn't look the best. Definitely doesn't look the best. But let's wait and see. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's wait and see. All right. Whew. But I don't know if we really gonna cook with this one or not just yet. I don't know. All right, let's see. The homie Juice Bellamy says, we are cooked. DK double teamed. Watch. Oh yeah, that might happen. He can get a double team regardless though, right? That's the reason why we say, hey, having a GP would make it exciting. But I'm taking let's see who else we're gonna add. I think you need to add 2 people now because I don't think you're going to find GP level production with the available options per se, but I'm willing to be surprised. And if we go out there and make a trade, the same skepticism, the same nervousness or anxiousness that we're experiencing right now, we'll be back in here and talk, oh yeah, we back on now. We got our guy now. So that's what I'm saying. I'm willing to wait and see. All right. Kel Turner says, we cause disgruntled wide receivers by being conservative. I mean, that's one way to look at it. If we're trying to excuse it, sure. We call that seeking comfort, right? Yeah, man, you're disgruntled because we're conservative. Or you can say we win football games. And nobody's individual production or feelings or contract or anything is bigger than the fact that we win as a team. So, like I said, there's multiple perspectives of how we could say the disgruntled element and what may or may not have caused that. But there are also multiple ways to view that cause of the disgruntled. And now we're saying, are you more of a me player because you're disgruntled at our conservative approach that has led us to winning and multiple playoff appearances? Now, we know playoff success is a different conversation, but the root of it is we do when we get into the playoffs with this approach. So conservative or not, it is proven. So once again, getting back to it, you're disgruntled because your lack of production. So your lack of production makes you feel like you're not doing enough, right? Or you're not getting what you personally want. Cool. So is what you want bigger than the team? And if it is, then this is what typically happens. We appreciate you for all that you have done. We wish you nothing but the best on your future endeavors. And we hope that you could go out there and get everything that you hope and dream. We're going to keep doing what we've been doing because this business model is proven since the 70s. And we might be doing some fine tuning, but it ain't broke. So we're going to keep progressing with that approach. So that's my only, just kind of different perspective on that, Kel Turner. But, I like the participation, baby. Richard Arbizo says offense still better than last year on paper. Minus the QB. So this is my thing. We can't say on paper then because we don't have the QB answer just yet. So that's the only reason why I won't say we're better on paper, because the quarterback still matters the absolute most. And as it stands today, we have taken a downgrade, at least until proven otherwise, right? In terms of Mason, in terms of Will Howard, in terms of Skylar Thompson, or even if it's Aaron Rodgers, right? Rodgers is under contract just yet. So the 3 that I named initially, if they can't come out and show a lot more improvement or at least do better than what we saw from Russ and Justin Fields, we're not going to feel like this team is better offensively than they were last year. because that quarterback position is still the most important one. All right. Let's see. Oh, man. My man King Whooper says we went from having 2 bulldogs to having 1 bulldog and a jittery butt Chihuahua and Cully and Calvin Austin. Now listen, that ain't your regular Chihuahua, all right? That Chihuahua gangster, all right? It's from Memphis. Watch how you see how he get the work. And he tough as nails. And he take catches. And he take hits and survive the catch, all right? That's like Mighty Mouse, all right? Mighty Mouse ain't no joke, all right? Don't confuse Mighty Mouse with Tom and Jerry and them folk, all right? That's a different type of rat, all right? Yeah. Shout out to the homie Juice Belly right here. He says, one more goofy move and I'm to the Bills with Moats. Don't you say JK either, man. No. He's not JK now, all right? He's not just kidding it. No. He's saying drink. He's saying just Kool-Aid with it, man, because he's going to have some red Kool-Aid while he's watching and being part of that blue and red machine, all right? So shout out, man. Now, Flowgrown 420 also says GP is on a gonna cook JPJ when we play them this year. We'll see, because my only thing is this, and I even had the same approach when the play happened during training camp. All right. And I know it wasn't the cool approach to have, because you're supposed to just be like, yo, he dunked on him, right? It was a great play. But y'all know how I felt about that training camp catch, the one day went viral. He pushed off of him, bro. It's OPI. He's not on the team no more, so it was OPI, bro. As a defender, I'm like, yo, they're going to call that. They're going to throw that flag. So I'm not tripping on it. JPJ, we not saying that, he's the best quarterback corner in the world, even though to him he says he is, right? And we want that confidence from him. But I don't personally believe that it's just going to be some cook show, bro. I don't think that. JPJ know what he's doing. And on top of that, there are a lot of other factors that come into it, man. And that said, it wasn't even a pass. Just throw it up the field, one-on-ones. We got TJ Watts, Highsmiths, and Cam Haywards, and all that other stuff, the Harmons of the world. We can make it real interesting out there. That's all I'm saying. We can make it real interesting, make it real juicy, all right? But yeah, don't be tripping on JPJ just yet. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. All right. But shout out, man. Shout out to all of Yins, man, as we over here reacting to this here, George Pickens trade to the Dallas Cowboys. Insane. Couple minutes, man, and we'll be joined by the homie Tyler Candelaria. Talk to him, see how he is feeling about, this here trade and everything. Oh, man, he literally just shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to my dog. All right, well, you know what, man? We're going to go ahead and get this thing fired up then, man. We'll go ahead and get this thing fired up. Like I said, man, I like when my dog ready to roll. I likes it, I likes it. Alrighty. Let's get this thing fired up. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Don't want to do that too much, right? Hey, now. There we go. So y'all know the drill. Don't forget to hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's get it.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. There he is. How are you doing? My dog Tyler Candelaria.
What's going on?
Huh?
What is going on?
What's the word, man? Look, I don't like when we got to text that early in the morning, all right? When me and you got to text that early in the morning,
I know.
that means it's something wild going on right now, all right? That means it's breaking da-da-da, and we got to talk about it, all right? Because, man.
I'm upset. I'm really upset.
Let's talk about what they say in therapy. Hey, this is a safe space. Okay, Tyler? This is a safe space. We're going to get to the bottom of this here move and how we all feel about it. So initially, we were supposed to talk about the draft. We were supposed to talk about our draft picks. Obviously, we ain't talking anything draft related now. Okay, we got to talk about this here George Pickens trade. Going to Dallas. We sending GP in a 2027 6th-round draft pick for a 2026 third and a 2027 fifth. All right, maybe you can make it make sense for all of us. All right, you got the chat. The congregation is here. They are looking. They are waiting, and they need your answers. All right, so talk to us, Tyler. What was your reaction, and how are you feeling about this here move?
I'm not gonna lie. So last night, I'm laying in bed. I'm scrolling on just Twitter before bed. Just like scrolling on there, and I mean, we've heard about this GP stuff for a while, but I'm seeing some weird tweets last night, like from a lot of the stuff. This guy that we saw last year who had got like the dog profile. I don't really know. He somehow was on the scoop.
He
I don't
popped
really
back
know.
up. The dog profile popped back up.
Yeah, somehow that guy. I was like, I didn't know if that was specifically what it was about. And then you see the CD Lamb puts a little tweet out there. I'm like, oh no, like this. So I'm just, I didn't expect it to turn around when I woke up. Like that's the first thing I saw when I woke up. So definitely not a great start to the day. I'm not gonna lie, that was tough. Like that was really tough, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly what like. I mean,
He ruined everybody's morning with the tweet, man. We could just be real. He ruined all of our mornings. All right, I like a chill morning, a little orange juice, you know what I mean? Have a little good time. No, everything, nothing hit the same.
I'm just confused on, and I get it. Like I will say, like. That it looks like 2026 is like the direction where there's obviously now 12 draft picks next year and probably counting, but it's just weird because doesn't make sense because we wanted to bring in a second, and we talked about this for months. We wanted to bring in a second wide receiver. We do it, a stud, and it's like, wow, we can pair this together. Like maybe Rodgers is still coming. He's got one last, jolt in him. Mm-hmm. Who knows anymore with him? I mean, he might still, but who knows? But it's like it doesn't make sense to me because now we're back. Like I said this morning in my video, we're back in the same situation as last year. But the thing that I just can't get over is that we did it after the draft. We didn't even draft the receiver. Like I'm just confused.
I mean, the timing of it is definitely the head scratcher, right?
Yeah,
I think
right.
If this move happens pre-draft, we're all on board with it. We're like, you know what? We got an extra, like third or second, right, but we'll make the best of it, right?
Right.
Even if it happens during the draft, right? Say it was a first round draft day trade, and we're like, we're gonna trade GP, but we're moving up to pick 12. Mm-hmm. Cool. We like, you know what? We don't love it, but we can make it work.
Right.
Now that it's post draft. We don't have a quarterback in terms of a proven guy just yet, right? In terms of Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
But now we don't have what was going to be our 1B to our wide receiver room that we already felt needed reinforcements.
Right.
Yeah, man. Make the timing make sense to me. Tyler, talk me off the cliff. Why does the timing make it make sense?
The thing that's super frustrating too is you'll still see Steeler fans saying, well, they weren't gonna re-sign him anyway. Okay, sure, that's fine, but
you still would have had 12.
Okay,
I would have had this season's worth of production though.
Right.
And even if the comp pick, right? Because we know everybody loves comp picks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if we would have got the same third round comp pick, it's like I still would have had all of his production from this season, though. Right now, I essentially got the comp pick without the production. I don't like that all the way.
This doesn't make sense to me. Yeah. I don't understand it. And are we? I don't want to.
Don't you listen, Tyler. This is a family-friendly show, Tyler. We do not use that type of language up here. Don't you say what you about to say. I know what you about to. Don't you? This is a family-friendly show. Okay.
I'm not going to say the T word, but there might be another T word that I'm worried about. Is Watt next? Is TJ Watt next?
Whoa. This is getting dark. What are you doing? Why would you say that one, man? They told me that we moved on from GP to give TJ $40+ million.
Maybe.
This is the Max the Max Crosby. This is the Myles Garrett, right? I want to go to a contender. I'm not happy. I won't play here anymore. And then they say, all right, what about 40 million? What about 35.5 million? What about 37 million? Right. And they're like, you know what? It ain't so bad here. That's what this is supposed to be, right?
Right.
This is supposed to be TJ Watt breaking news, $42 million. All right. $42.5 million. Let's do it. Because if you're choosing, right? If you're choosing between TJ Watt and GP, both on a 1 year essentially, right? If we want to play it that way. Yeah, I think a lot of us going to roll with the TJ part. We're like, you know what? We know TJ. We know what that is. We know what that is. That's a killer.
I agree. I don't know who to trust anymore. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to see. I'm having to trust
Tyler scarred. He said, I don't know who to trust anymore. Yo, that's funny. It's like that though. It's like that.
So what's the direction that you think? I mean, this is already made, and we don't know yet. But what's the direction? Like, are we signing another vet wide receiver? Like what are we doing?
So to me, I'm looking at a couple of ways, man. I say, all right. Number one, we could go out there and make a splash, right? You talk about the 12 draft picks that we have for next season. We could use some of those and create some type of trade package for, to me, the guy that I would want to go get is Tyreek Hill. If I need to improve my room drastically while offsetting whatever my quarterback current situation is, i.e. Will Howard, Mason Rudolph, Skylar Thompson, to me, Tyreek Hill, that's another proven down the grass. He can cook you in multiple ways, but also having GP, I don't have the high overhead of a quarterback right now, so I can still take on his contract and then kind of go from there with it. I don't love it, but this is my immediate reaction, right? If we don't want to go the trade route, because obviously we know with Tyreek, that's even more of a nuclear option. It's high risk, even higher reward. Amari Cooper, right? Amari Cooper, when healthy, he's a silky smooth route runner, can still play at a high level. I think that at this stage, he's going to roll between 800 to 1,100 yards. And I think that you could pair him opposite of a DK because he's healthier now than he was when he went to Buffalo last year having the wrist surgery. Now you got a guy that's also going to be able to, like I said, give you that added route running, kill you in the zone, sure-handed guy, but also the calming presence, right?
Right.
He's more so in that Robert Woods vein of calm temperament, whereas we said GP and DK are more, they crashing out. So I thought of Amari Cooper. He said, okay, and if not Amari Cooper, then you got to go ahead and do the 2-for-1. I need a Gabe Davis and an Alan Lazard, or I need a Keenan Allen and a Gabe Davis. Like I need that type of to kind of offset it. But those are some of the things that I'm thinking of right now, just, in a couple of hours of processing this here. Because it was 6:40. Tyler, I was barely awake. My phone, ding, ding. It's like, I'm like, yo, I ain't even, come on, bro. Like, I'm laying in the bed, bro. You feel me?
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. I'm just, hey, yeah. I thought what's going on, man? Yeah. So what's your move? What would you do right now in the immediate? We ain't even 6-7 hours into this thing just yet, man.
I know. I've been thinking about it a lot. So by looking at free agents right now, I like Amari Cooper. I actually that's what I was thinking right away. Again, I know it's not like the biggest splash in the world at this point, but I think he's still good. Like he definitely wins a lot of routes still. I saw some tape on him recently. Again, he's still winning. Right? He went to he went to the Bills midway through the season,
and he had the MVP up there too. Though you know how that goes, man. He had the MVP. He's special.
Yeah. But well, apparently we got the next Josh Allen on the bench right now. So
you're right.
Who knows? But yeah, that's the route that I'm thinking. I mean, in a perfect world, I just want to get better as soon as possible. So in a perfect world, I love the Tyreek thing, but I feel like that's not the route that they'll go if they got rid of GP. But it seems like and we've kind of agreed on this for a while. It seems like they're kind of quarterback next year. They're probably all in right now. That seems what it is. I would imagine right now.
If that is the case, and with us making this move now to move on from a GP, what are your expectations for this season? Because we're supposed to be down at all them games, Tyler. We're supposed to be at them games, Tyler. We're supposed to be at Acrisure Stadium, terrible towel in hand, jerseys on, repping the black and gold, proud and true. You know this.
Well, I'm going to say this later. Another unfortunate thing is my last few Steeler jerseys I had Najee, I had Pickens. So those are both gone, so I don't have that.
Yep. Hey, listen, I literally had that conversation with my son this morning. Look, we dropped the jersey video when Fields and Russ moved on. I'm like, bro. Yeah. I woke up. I woke him up. I said, "Listen, man." He had that look. He said, "Dad, what's up?" He was excited. I'm like, "No, don't smile too much just yet." I had the GP jersey. Man, he said, "We wearing the jersey today." I'm like, "No, now listen now. You got about 2-3 hours before it becomes a throwback." He was like, "What you mean?" I said, "Yeah, bro, they about to trade him, man." His whole mood, Tyler, his whole mood. His little face just dropped. I'm like, no, man, no. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with you. We were over here like, do we pivot to t-shirts now? Just get the t-shirt, not the jersey, like, because it's rough right now.
The jerseys has become tough. All the star players have been gone after 4 years. Like,
It is rough.
tough. You know what?
TJ's the last of a dying breed right now.
It comes down to it. I don't know what it is, and this is I got to start getting defensive players jerseys because I get too many offensive guys. I think I got to.
TJ is the longest tenured jersey we have right now, and I'm getting nervous after seeing this move. I'm like, all right now, TJ, you put your little Instagram post. We ain't seen nothing no since. What's going on? All right, what's really up, man?
But for expectations on the season. They're still. Oh gosh, I just hate we're stuck in this middle average thing still, and I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to come. But to be honest, it doesn't even matter at this point. It doesn't really matter. I wish it did matter. I thought maybe with GP we could kind of go because my thing is you got Cam Hayward for what another year or two, and I thought maybe they're kind of like. Okay, they got GP, they got DK, they'll get Rodgers, and that's kind of like the 1 year, let's just see what we can do, then we'll get our quarterback next year. And now I'm all confused because it just seems like we're back where we started, and I'm looking at the 9-8. I'm looking at, hope not the 8-9. I mean,
now listen. There are a couple of things that we know are absolutes. Death, taxes, still is not going under 500 if Coach Tom is the head coach. All right.
True.
This is true. It's been 18 plus years of this thing. All right. It's legal. It's legal. It's graduated. All right. I got my daughter's graduating in a couple of weeks. Coach Tomlin's non-losing streak has graduated officially. All right. So let's put some respect on that part. But other than that though, yeah, it's looking real dicey right now. It's looking real dicey.
It's just. I think maybe, and now it makes me think like, okay, now I think we screwed up last year by not letting Justin Fields do his thing, and it's just everything is just.
It's got you second guessing it all. I get it. All right. Now I gotta ask. All right, because some people say, like my man Stan Clair, he says he trusts the system. All right, I know earlier in the show, I said, you know what? If it's just me, I'm nervous, I'm anxious. I don't see the long-term vision with this or the short-term vision just yet. But I'm willing to trust the process because I said since I've been a fan and been a part of it in 2014, I haven't been done I haven't done wrong just yet, all right? Now it's starting to teeter in the wrong direction right now, but I'm like, you know what? I'm still in the postseason every year. I'm still feeling relevant every year. I'm still feeling like I'm a piece away, which is a good problem to have versus feeling like I'm pieces away from even getting into this conversation of postseason, right? So with that being the case, where's your trust level at? If we say 1 to 10, if we 1 to 10, where you at, man? 10 being I trust them with all my heart. And one being, hey man, they could be standing in front of me saying that, hey, I'm here, and I don't believe it. What's your trust level, baby?
Is it Stan Clair who's saying trust the system? Is that who?
Stan Clair. Shout out to the homie Stan Clair. He says he trusts the system, man.
Stan Clair. I've been trying to trust it since 2017, and where we're at. Man. Actually, I'll say 2018. You know,
man.
Here we are, and it's Mason Rudolph. Duck Hodges, Kenny Pickett. I'm missing one.
Mitch Trubisky. Don't you forget Mitch. Don't forget Kyle Allen got a pass in there as well. All right.
Justin Fields, Russell Wilson. We're turning into the Browns with these jerseys. We're gonna have all these names on the jerseys. I can't. I'm at a 5, Stan Clair. I'm at a 5 right now.
No. He's at a He said, "Yo,
I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out right now."
He said, "It's real bad right now. All right, it's bad. It's bad. It's all bad. It's all bad. We try it. I'm one of the most optimistic, glass half full. We just gonna believe just because I wore it, I bled with it.
I didn't want to come on here doing this. I know.
I'm trying. Trust me, I'm with you, Tyler. I'm trying. I've been walking around today. I've been soul searching today. I've been extra researching today. I don't know what to do right now. I'm just like, I just feel off. I just feel off. It can't be seasonal depression. It's a beautiful day. We got a beautiful day right now, Tyler. It's actually beautiful weather. Oh my gosh.
I love going into the NFL. Like, it gets July, training camps coming around. I get football season is my. I love baseball. I love basketball. I played baseball my whole life. I like basketball right now. Knicks playoffs good right now. But football
Shout out to
season,
Brunson. Shout out to
game.
Brunson.
Yeah, exactly. I get one game a week every week in football season. Listen, I'm a huge fall guy. I like the weather. My birthday's in there.
Let's go.
Steelers are playing.
Let's go.
Like it is like that is my favorite time of the year, and it's just getting real until something needs to happen soon here, or else I'm gonna be very disappointed. I think I've never been disappointed. I've never been not optimistic. Even when we drafted Kenny, I was like, okay, there's a new quarterback, so like I can look for the new guy. You know, it's like
I'm with you. Trust me.
We had new quarterback, then we had Russ and Fields. So it was a cool little thing. I was excited. I don't know what we got DK, I guess.
We're trying to grasp this. We have Big Ben endorsed Will Howard. That has to count for something. Maybe that's the guy. Maybe we should have the team start sending welcome tweets to him. We see how they're doing it in Cleveland. Maybe we should try that approach right now because we clearly are following their path. Quarterback. Tyler, could they make a case that their quarterback room is a little bit better than our quarterback room right now?
Their quarterback room.
Can they say that right now?
Still might be better.
Can they say that right now?
Their
No.
TV room is a mess.
No, we didn't just say that. Did we just say that? Did we just say that? Oh man, I think we just said that, Lord.
The more I thought about it, Moats, I think Kenny Pickett's starting week 1 too, which is the crazy part. I really do. I think he's the guy for at least a couple games.
Oh man,
he'll probably be out of there. But him and Deontay got a new fresh start.
You know they got a report. What I think the report is one sided. Remember, DJ left because of Kenny. Just like, man, this is weird. Hey, friend, remember me? Oh. So I just don't know, man. I just don't know. It just doesn't feel good right now, though. I don't feel good about it.
Do you think it could be we get Aaron Rodgers, right, still? Who knows what's happening there, but I think it's still possible. And he's going to go get his guys. He's going to call his Alan Lazard. He might call Romeo Dow. He might just start calling his guys and say, hey, you guys are DK. Man. Like, is that what he's doing? Not that I'm saying that's the best option, but is that what's happening? Is that's the approach right now? I don't know.
Man, hold on. Is that what that can't be what we doing? That can't be what we doing, man. That can't be what we doing, right? Is that what we doing? No, Tyler, don't you do me like that, Tyler.
You know what?
Tyler, don't you do me like that, Tyler. Why you want to do me like that?
One of my friends texted me today and said, signing Aaron Rodgers would be the worst thing. It will set the Steelers back because they'll win too many games. And I thought about it and I said, you know what?
No,
I don't even know if that's true because I think Mason might be able to win more at this point. I don't even know. I never thought.
When you bring up Aaron Rodgers calling up the gang, I'm like, Randall Cobb is the name that I think of. I'm like, yo, he's gonna call Randall Cobb. That's his guy. That's his man. Devontae Adams already under contract. Just got out there. He in LA. He ain't come here.
Jordy Nelson.
Randall Cobb is his man. Randall Cobb is his man. You know he's calling up Randall Cobb. I don't want to do it. Come on, Tyler. What?
Jordy Nelson.
Oh, man. Come on. Heck, you still his tight end is still playing. Martellus Bennett is still playing. He's 57 years old, still playing. All right. He can call this guy. I'm like, bro, what are we doing right now? I just don't know. All right, tell me this. Tell me this. Because honestly, this was some of the concerns that I even had prior to the GP move, just internally. Yeah. We're excited about, the potential of Aaron Rodgers joining us. But even when we had Russ and Fields last year, at the end of the season, the consensus was we had the third best quarterback in the division, right? Mm-hmm. Behind Lamar, Burrow.
Don't do it.
So we're going to insert Aaron Rodgers now. All right.
Okay.
All right. Insert Aaron Rodgers now. Are you taking Aaron Rodgers over Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow?
Nope.
So are we right back in the same place? Just minus a receiver now? Mm-hmm. You catch? I didn't want to say it because I was like, at least we got GP and DK.
That's why when you got DK,
I'm crashing out. Tyler, you thought you was crashing out. I'm crashing out. Okay, I'm crashing out. I'm for real right now. I have concerns, Tyler. I have real concerns. Concerned.
Is there going to be a losing season, Mo?
Don't you say this. But I'm starting to have concerns. All right. I don't like to be negative. I like to stay positive, glass half full. But I just feel like the water boy right now. We suck again. That's what I feel like right now. Okay. That's what I feel like right now. I just don't like it.
I am bummed out for this year. I really am, and I hope I can find something to convince me. But I think 2026 I'll be excited. But maybe something will change. Maybe something will change, and I'll trying to fight. And regardless, it could be Mason Rudolph, Duck Hodges. Shit, I could be playing quarterback. I think I find a way to leave before the season starts. But
look. We're going to run this football. We're going to play great defense. In fact, what are the available pass rush? I know Asante Samuel Jr. is out there. We know his pop crashing out a little bit with one of our OGs. But you know what, man? We get Asante Samuel Jr. We can sign him. Sign J.K. Dobbins. We're going to need to run the ball a lot more now. Zadarius Smith is available. Get him and Justin Simmons while we at it. Go ahead and sign Stephon Gilmore. And we're going to need another linebacker, Kazir White. He's available still. Just get all of them. And we'll be all right. Rasul Douglas, he can rotate with us. He can put him in the slot. All right, we'll be good.
That's true. We do have a bunch of cap space.
You know what I mean? Let's just go. Bring Mike Hilton back
there.
too. All right, we'll make the slot even nicer. All right, we're just gonna bring all these dudes back, man.
I didn't forget what you said, Rogers. You said 10 M's on Pat McAfee. So that's all.
He did say that. He did say that. Come on now. That's
all I'm expecting. If you
see, look, 10 M's. We can sign all them players I just said right there. We can sign all them. Nobody's getting a deal bigger than 9 off the names I just named. Probably more than 7. So we can make that work, and we'll just load up on defense. We'll have great first, second, and third team defenders, and we'll just beat teams 3-zip, 6-zip. We got Boz. We got the best kicker in the division now, guaranteed. We ain't tripping down there no more.
Oh man, it's tough. This is tough. It's tough. I want to believe. I'm gonna find a way to believe stars. I always do. But this one's a little bit tougher than the others.
Man. We're gonna see, man. We are going to see.
I was so excited 2 weeks ago, Moats. I was finding my.
Listen, me and you, we talk very, very frequently, man. I could feel the optimism. You know how I felt, man.
I'm crashing out. Last year at the end of the season, I crashed out. I'm continuing to crash out.
Like I said, I'm there. All right. I'm crashing with you. We there. Okay. I'm concerned. I'm worried. All right. I'm waiting to see what direction they take us in, but I'm at the top of the roller coaster and I am sweating bullets. All right. I'm like, oh God. Are we gonna stay on the track? So I'm gonna meet my maker right quick. You know how you feel on a roller coaster. It's like, yeah, it's supposed to be safe, but is it really? Right. So I'm in that part right now. Okay, so we gonna see. But is it click? Is my seatbelt working? I don't think my bar is down all the way. That's what I feel like right now. Oh, my seatbelt ain't working all the way, man. I just don't know, man.
Oh man, it's something. At least I thought the draft. Was okay though. So
we could go to positive.
Okay, it was okay.
Get us on the positive, man. Get us on the positive on the back end of this thing, man. All right.
I'll give you something positive. I told you. I've been telling you my guy Caleb Johnson. That dude.
Shout out to Caleb.
He's gonna be start. I love Najee. He's gonna be better than Najee. I think he's better.
Okay,
than Najee.
talk.
I'm already on that.
They said Najee might join GP in Dallas. Be on the lookout.
Yeah, I will say. Yeah, here's what I'll say. If I believe that Caleb Johnson is better than Najee, I think DK at this point in his career is better than GP. So
Thanks.
with that being said, the team I guess is better. I mean, it's still I guess. I'm trying.
You know what? We're gonna roll with that. I'm not gonna ask any more questions because when I ask another question, I know how it's gonna get dark again. We good. I like the running back room. I like the offense line. I like the receivers. We're good. All right, Tyler. All right. Appreciate you as always, man. What you getting into this weekend, man? Anything on the docket? I know it's Mother's Day coming up out here, man. Shout out to all the mothers in the world, man. Shout out to the mothers out there, man.
Doing some stuff with my mom.
Shout out the moms, man. Shout out the moms.
Mom too, you know. So that's,
I see you.
We're doing it all, man. Doing it all. So
I like it, baby. I like it, man. Well, look.
Roman Wilson breakout year, guys. That's the only thing I got.
There it is. And Roman Wilson, we trust. Shout out. Hey, man, appreciate you as always. You know, we're going to spin the block and do this again, all right?
All right.
Well, man, appreciate you again.
Yeah.
Peace. Shout out to the homie, Tyler Candelaria. Take some time to hop on the podcast with us today on this here Crash Out Wednesday. That's what we're going to call this right now. It's Crash Out Wednesday, okay? Because we crashing up out of this GP trade. I don't know what's going on. All right? I'm waiting and seeing. I'm seeing and I'm waiting. Hopefully we get some good news sooner rather than later, but we will see. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. King Whooper, shout out to the King as we continue on reacting to this here GP action, which is absolutely chaotic. He says, should we trade a 3rd round pick to the Browns for Deontay Johnson? I mean, that's an interesting approach. I don't hate it, especially knowing the type of player Deontay is, knowing how his temperament was while here in Pittsburgh. My only concern is this. We did decide to move on from him. So when you decide to move on, black and gold wise, to me, that's them officially throwing in the towel saying, you know what, we can't fix this. So we'd rather move on from it. Now, time heals, right? Time helps heal wounds. So maybe that time that has elapsed since the trade, maybe he has a different approach to it. Maybe he has a different mindset and he could be more open to what the Steelers are doing. But I don't think he's going to be as optimistic about our quarterback room now than he was when he was here, when it was Kenny here. Because remember, that was largely why he, got up out of here, was his grievance with the quarterback situation and the quarterbacks that he was playing with. So I just don't know if he would, be super intrigued to even want to come back here. And the reason why I preface it that way is because if we already knew he was disgruntled, why he was making $18 million here, and he at least had a 1st round draft pick at quarterback. Now you talk about bringing him back, only making $1 million, and with the quarterback room even more chaotic than it was beforehand, and with him having a lot lesser of a role, whereas when he was here, he was wide receiver 1. He was going to get all the targets. Now we know DK is here. So that's my only hesitancy with DJ. It's nothing to do with him as a player production-wise. It's more so just the history of it and where he's at, like I said, from a temperament standpoint, because we saw him get moved on now from a couple of different teams in such a short span. We're talking about Baltimore. We're talking about Carolina. We're talking about the Texans as well. And this was all just last year within a span of a couple of months. In some instances, a couple of weeks. So that's my, like I said, my big hesitancy with, trading for DJ. I just personally don't know if that is ever going to get back to what it once was, or if it's been too much damage done while it was here that ultimately led us to move on from him. And now we've kind of seen the path that he's kind of been on, at these stops that he's been having where he's, still a productive player. Like you watch the tape, he still creates separation, but there is no consistency. There is no stick. There is no, he can fit here. And like I said, when you keep seeing that with a player of his type of talent, that's what makes me have those locker room concerns, those internal behind the scenes questions. And like I said, we've already moved on from it once. I just don't know if we want to introduce that again. All right. Let's see. Shout out to Songbird. Name got cut off just a little bit at the top, but he says 12 picks to move up and get a guy in Pittsburgh next year because the draft is in 2026 in Pittsburgh, right? So we are excited about that. So yeah, with 12 picks, we do know a lot of people are talking very highly of next year's quarterback class. I could definitely see where you are going with this, Somber. But he says, with the QB evaluation process has given us zero hope post Tomlin as far as starting quarterbacks go. I'm stressed, Moats. If they miss in 2026, then what? I mean, the drill. You're going to go to 2027 with it. Finding quarterbacks and those dudes not being found within a year of moving on from a franchise quarterback is not a problem exclusive to Pittsburgh. Just go around the league and look at every team that doesn't have a franchise quarterback and look at the guy that we would have said was a franchise quarterback and how long it's taken for them to replace them. It's not this super common thing where you're just finding franchise quarterbacks growing on trees. These dudes, man, they're a commodity for a reason. That's why they get paid as much as they get paid. But when you start looking around, it's like, man, we talk about Buffalo, Jim Kelly, all the way to who's the next true franchise quarterback, Josh Allen, right? I'm a Fitzmagic guy. Shout out to Ryan Fitzpatrick. That was my dude. But he didn't get to that level of proven franchise quarterback. Nah, he even had to bounce around a little bit, right? We talk about in terms of Cleveland. Heck, who we want to go with? You, Bernie Kosar? Then from there, we bringing up Baker Mayfield, right? Tell me who you want to name in between, right? And they still looking for the next one after Baker. Moved on maybe a little premature, right? Then from there, Cincinnati. Now, Cincinnati lucked up with Joe Burrow. Took them a little bit of time, but they ended up having 2 back-to-back top 5 picks, right? They ended up getting Burrow and then turned around and got Chase, right? Baltimore you went from Flacco. I mean, you could say lucked up into the Lamar Jackson thing, but they really had to commit and change their whole offense around it, right? But then from there, let's start going down that list even more. Washington. Who was their last true franchise quarterback? We bringing up Kirk Cousins? Was that the franchise quarterback? All right, we could debate that. RG3 was short-lived, right? Other than that, we talking to Jason Campbell. Remember, they went for a Donovan McNabb at one time, right? Are we going all the way back to, the Doug Williams time frame, right? Like, it takes time, man, to find these dudes. So, to me, man, we are shooting multiple shots from multiple, angles and multiple ways to try to figure out this quarterback situation post Ben Roethlisberger. I'm hopeful that, we can figure it out sooner rather than later. But yeah, long answer short, man, if they don't get it right next year, we're going to be right back shooting again, trying to find that next answer the year after that, baby. All right. Shout out to the homie Tito with the good vibes. And, I always appreciate you, man, because you show love, man. Regardless if you're on this channel, the sneaker channel, kicking it with most for all my sneakerheads out there. Y'all know we drop shoe content daily. Got to talk about the drip. But Tito, you always on the channel, man. You show love, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. So my dog says, Moats, I've been missing the live shows, but still supporting, brother. Shout out to the GOATs. Shout out to you, Tito, with the good vibe. And like I said, man, keep taking care of yourself. Keep dating your lady. Because like I said, man, you team date your wifey when you're married. I love it. Love it. And keep staying in that gym too, man. I see you getting your workout. What you say? Hey, a little bit of something's better than a whole lot of nothing. All right. So just get in there, get your work on, man. All right. But shout out to Tito with the good vibes. All right. Let me make sure I didn't miss any supers. Also, while we were in here, I'll probably text the homie TG too. Make sure he's ready to go. All right. Let's see. Oh, I did miss this one from the homie Juice Bellamy. He says that Jerry Dulac says no trade for another wide receiver coming. All right. Well, shout out to Jerry Dulac then. That's how he feel it, man. I can dig it. I don't love it, but I can understand it. All right. Then Phantom TV also said to go get DJ Moore. I like that option as well, but that falls back into the trade him for a receiver thing. And if the Dulac report that my man's referred to is accurate, then yeah, that's not going to work out for us. All righty. Let's see. Oh, and then James Skicker. That was the other one I missed. He says, Moats, I really wanted GP to stay. I'm shocked. Maybe he wanted to leave because no word on Rodgers yet. Maybe they have a plan, but today I'm seeking comfort in that they know more than me. Peace. Trust me, man. I'm going to seek that same comfort with you. And hopefully, yeah, we can get some answers to this here test. All right. That's definitely the goal. And shout out to you, Tito, with the good vibes, paying it for being an absolute rock star at life, gifting an upper room membership, man. So I appreciate you for that. And to the individual that got the membership, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. All righty. Let's get ready to talk to the homie TG. All right. You already know the drill. Hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Yeah. My dog. Man, we got to get this one going today. So let me drop the intro because it's spicy out here right now, baby. It's real spicy. So, ladies and gents, boys and girls, y'all know what time it is. I'm joined right now by that Pittsburgh Steelers alum, the West Virginia Mountaineer alum. They say it's almost heaven there. I'm talking about one half of the locker mates, my freaking locker mate, and the current defensive coordinator of Norfolk State University. Behold the green and the gold. You know that. Talking about Terence Garvin, a.k.a. TG. Oh, TG, I wish I was optimistic. I wish I was happy and I had good energy, but I'm searching. All right, I'm searching. I'm hoping. I'm wishing. I need something from you. So hopefully you could give me something good, man. But talk to me about this here GP trade to the Dallas Cowboys. 6:40 a.m. we get the bombshell tweet. Steelers sending GP in a 2027 6th round draft pick to the Cowboys for a 2026 third and a 2027 fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. One of them. Talk to me, baby. What's going on with this here trade, man?
I think it's a program trade. You know, if you know, like just kind of doing my homework. Like GP was one of the most fined players in the NFL this year. He was one of the top fined players in the NFL. So it's like I think it's a trade to where you're saying. I don't think I feel in my heart. I feel it's a trade where you're saying, I'm cool with DK. I'm gonna get rid of per se any cancer in the building. I'm gonna remove any cancer, and I'm gonna just fresh start this. I got an offensive line that I've totally drafted that I feel is elite offensive line, top 5 offensive line in the league. I got 3-headed monster in a running back. I'm gonna hand this ball off all day. I'm gonna send DK out wide, let him handle his business, and I'm gonna let these draft picks grow up. So it's not a shot on anybody. It's just more saying like I'm not gonna deal with the headache. Like any headache is a headache. I'm not gonna deal with any headache. This costs a lot potentially. I'm not gonna pay this with this being a potential headache.
But like,
so
but my thing is he a normal headache though? Because he produces, does he? I feel like he produces a lot.
I think everybody produces though, but I think you just got a new one. I think that's the Steelers way though. Like I don't always gotta have 2. I just really want one for sure, and then some possibles. I don't think I always gotta have 2. I think they tell you that though in the history of Pittsburgh.
I mean, they do to an extent. They do to an extent. I mean, because
Claypool,
look between Claypool, AB, Deontay Johnson, Santonio Holmes, Martavis Bryant.
I'll let you ride. I don't need 2. I need 1 for sure, and I'll build a new one. You know? Yeah, I think that boy from last year, what he went 3rd round, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like he in the seat of you should be up next, right? You see what I'm saying?
I do, but this is my issue though. This is my only issue. If we're talking, culturally, we're talking long term, I'm with all of that. I'm down for making the move like we did with DJ, right? All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it ahead of time, but I still feel like I got something here that I feel confident about. At this stage, I'm just like, we created a massive hole to me, man. Because now I don't just have to answer the receiver room. Now I got still receiver and quarterback now. You know what I mean? Whereas up until earlier today, it was just the quarterback situation. You know what I mean? Even last year, I'm like, heck, we got Russ and Fields, but you still got GP. So even when you move on from DJ, you're like, man, I feel great about my quarterbacks right now. Still got my receiver. We gonna make it work. Right now, I'm in that scenario, but with less at the quarterback room. It's nervous. I'm nervous, TG. I'm nervous.
I think it's everything to be nervous about. But I think it's also, but I don't though, because it's like at the same time, I think it's like when I had to look at it, I had to reassess. When you look at it, it's really saying exactly what you wanted to say. It's saying we're gonna play defense. We're gonna run the ball. It's saying we're going to play defense and we're going to run the ball. You got 2 D linemen in there that's tough. You got a D lineman before that you drafted, you feel good about, you comfortable with. Still got Cam in there, Got 2 linebackers. You went and got another linebacker that's a thumper, so you feel good about stopping the run.
Definitely.
You're comfortable with that.
Definitely.
You with me? Safety wise, you're okay. Corner wise, you feel okay defensively. You feel like you're going to stop the run. You got 4 pass rushing mentality guys, same mentality guys in there. You with me?
I'm hearing you on all of it. I hear it.
So now I got 4 pit bulls per se in here, stopping the edge, setting edges. You getting hell on wheels all day. I got 4 of them. You with me? Then I got interior wise, I'm stopping the run. I average 300.
You got big bodies, big bodies.
You with me? I went top 21, I went and got me a big lot. Like you're stopping the run.
Yeah.
So you're not running it. I got athletes in the middle. I got safeties. I'm fitting. You're not like defense. And then when we do stop you, you know I'm about to run the ball at you because I got arguably the top 5 offensive line in the league, and you can't deny it.
Okay.
I got a center that's went all pro at a young age.
Okay.
I don't wear tackle every year till I get it right.
Top 20 picks. Top 20s at tackles. We invested heavy on it. Yeah.
Come on, I'm comfortable at the guard. I feel good about the guard.
All right.
Let's get to it.
Right.
It sounds
all
like
right.
it's just teams you just don't know the players. His names you just don't know. That don't mean it ain't that. You just don't know it.
I mean, the decision making of the quarterback, it largely, the value of that increases. The reason why I said the decision making matters is this. The reason why I say it matters is this. Under this mindset, we're saying we're going to throw the ball no more than 15 times a game.
26.
So if we're throwing the ball that limited of a time, but what I'm saying is
12
this.
of them is headed over there.
But what I'm saying is this. If it's that limited, that means you have to be almost perfect with your production. You can't go 3 for 12, 3 for 20. You catch what I'm saying? Like, yo, we gonna need some legits. We gonna need some down the grass stuff, some legit stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Conversation. It's not over for Aaron.
Oh man. All right, you Aaron Rodgers. Let's talk Aaron. You Aaron.
Let's talk Aaron.
This makes you want to come here now?
It doesn't do anything to me.
How is that?
Or I might tell you I got that headache out per se. Like I'm just
because that's what I'm trying. You know what I mean? We just talking through it. We just talking through it. You know that.
It's per se a headache. So I'm just not dealing with a headache. I done cleared the headache. It's your world. Come shake, bro.
But he is a very productive player. So even if he has a headache,
for sure,
you know how you deal with certain headaches. You like, hey, bro, I'll deal with your headache a little bit longer than this one. That's all I'm saying. That's all. I just feel like it's like, yo, if you Rodgers, like, you don't want to feel like you losing out coming here. You want to feel like I got pieces that can help, extend it, make me look better, help me out.
All right, we're on the same page.
All right, so let's do this then. If you're Rodgers, and I could be completely off, he could just be like, yo, I don't care about any of that. I either want to play or I want to retire, right? Mm-hmm. But what I wanted to ask was this, man. The wide receivers that Rodgers had with the Jets just last year. Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, Lazard. He had Mike Williams for a little bit as well. How you feeling? Just that room versus what we got right now.
Well, I think you feel. I just don't think you know. I think it's similar. I just don't think you know the names.
We similar. That's fair. So
when you don't know the I think they feel like Calvin is Tyler Lockett.
He's stepping up. Yes.
They feel like Calvin's Tyler Lockett, and for the simple fact that you might not see it, or we might not see per se what they see something where they're like, that is that's the Lockett. We'll give DK. We'll let DK be the same DK he's been. And we're going to give you the Lockett over here that's going to go do what Lockett was over there doing.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
think that's literally athletic.
Yeah.
And it's like that Roman it's time for that to go be him. I hear a lot of good things about him.
I mean, I'm all for that, but that still is speculation, right? When we talking about proven production, GP, proven production, heck, when we talk about that Jets room, Alan Lazard is proven production over Roman Wilson at this stage. Not saying that Roman can't be better and will be. We hope so if he's healthy. But I'm just saying that one, we hollering about proven stuff versus the other is more of like, yo, we hope this dude can develop into that. We hope this guy can take another step. But I'm like, God, we know what Devontae Adams was. We know it because I'm like Devontae and DK. That's all right. 1 for 1, cool. But then I'm like, all right, are we saying that Calvin Austin is Garrett Wilson? Cool. Or you ain't like that? You know what I mean? Like as I go down the list, I'm just like I feel like you funny. I just feel like like we got guys that are more developmental at this stage, whereas at least in that room a year ago it was more proven. Not saying that they can't step up even more, and that's the hope that we got at quarterback, right? If no Aaron Rodgers, we hope that Will Howard, Mason Rudolph, Skylar Thompson, one of the three are gonna make this jump, develop, and now we got what we want, right? It just That's tough. That's a tough one to believe in, though, for some people. That's all. It's just a little tougher. Not saying that it can't be, but it's a little tougher. That's all.
I'm with you. I just think they're okay. Like, I'm with you.
No.
I think they got a plan. I think that's the big part is they got a plan.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Like, I don't personally know the plan, but I'm with you. I told you, I'm blindly trusting. I'm on the roller coaster, TG.
I think it's a plan for sure.
TG, we on the roller coaster.
And I truly believe, like, it's guys that you're not saying that are guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think this quarterback at Ohio State is a guy. I think this Will Howard, I look at him, it fit everything he's looking for.
I could dig it. Trust me, I could dig it, man.
I'll tell you something crazy, and the people will love this. In this white and red, he looked like a young Ben. Like, he looked like,
Listen, man,
like
7 stamped him.
Like,
7 gave him the stamp of approval, man.
I'm telling you, like, they're going to like that. I think it's more than the people think. I think that was their first round pick in a sense. Yeah. So like, we got the guy we want.
All right. Hey, look. So, if that's the way we go with it, I can dig it. And that's all fair.
I think it's that team that graduated, and now this is that new team that you don't know a lot of names, but it's some talent.
Hey, look. I'm all for that. And I think long-term wise, if that's the play, I'm here. I like it. But I'm going to ask you the same question I asked the homie Tyler, who was on before, me and you talked, all right?
For sure.
Are you taking Will Howard over Lamar Jackson in 2025?
Over Lamar?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Are you taking Will Howard over Joe Burrow in 2025?
No.
Okay. So, best case, we third best quarterback in the division. This is what you telling me.
That's fine.
All right.
It might have been that anyway, though.
That okay? Now you catching on, and that was when we had GP.
Mm-hmm. It might have been that anyway.
All right. Okay. All right.
That's all I'm saying. Like, we're not going. It might have been that anyway.
All right. And is that with your? And if your man's pull up on us?
Yeah,
it
is.
All right.
No. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I mean, that division is QB.
Hey, I'm just asking, bro. I'm like, hey, bro, like, why we down? Why we losing weapons and we ain't feeling like we got the big dog at that position? Is what I'm trying to say. I don't feel like we got the big dog or the second big dog, but yeah, we got time to lose a receiver like that. That's all I'm saying. That's all. Not saying that they can't prove me wrong. And I promise I would love to be proven wrong. I would. But that's my only concern. I'm just like, yo, are we getting better right now? Or is this move lateral? Or do we take a step back?
I think it's just a change.
Yeah.
I don't think I think it's just new.
Respect.
Let's figure it out. You know what I mean?
Because the benefit, the good thing is this. They were bringing up how now we got, I think it's 12 picks going into next year's draft. Shout out to all 12 of them picks. The people are saying that, they ready to trade up. That's what's going on right now. This is a wait and see year. Just take your time with it this year. Stay healthy. Don't mortgage too much of the future. All right. And then next year is the year that we make that move. And the draft is in Pittsburgh. Is that what is that how you seeing it?
So that's the one where you get the guy?
Is that what they say? Because I'm like, if that's the case, then all right, we can hang on. We'll hang on for that hope, I suppose. I just don't know though. I just think that it's not what I'm accustomed to here in Pittsburgh. That's all.
I think it's still so much more got to shape out.
Yeah.
It's still so much more. That was a rock move, but
yeah,
it's okay. That was a big move for sure.
Now, let's get into just the actual trade itself there, man. The details of it and how we feel about that part. GP for a 2026 third and a 2027 fifth. Dallas obviously getting him in a 6th round pick. Do you feel like the compensation was good for both parties? Or how you feel like, if you had to pick a side of who won the trade per se, how would you go about it?
I think Dallas won the trade for sure. I think Dallas got a guy,
Mm-hmm.
another weapon, speed. If you can control it, contain it, keep it calm, it's all world. You know what I mean? It's all everything. You know, and now you got two of them. You got two receivers out there. You got to figure out how to pay it. I think it's deeper than rap too, because
Do you got to pay it right now? No.
You gotta get ready to pay that. Or you maybe never pay.
No, I don't think you have to. I don't think you have to. Dallas got two already. They got to pay before that.
Dallas got their own problem.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't think that's that.
It's not getting paid today.
I don't think Dallas pays it, bro. I think.
You don't think Dallas pays
I think Dallas is looking at this like the Texans looked at Diggs last year. Come here, get your credit right, put some numbers up, and then go get paid elsewhere. Think about it. Diggs went down there. Texans, they redid the deal for him, right? He ends up getting hurt, obviously. But then this offseason, go get your big deal in New England. Dallas got to pay Micah Parsons, bro. Parsons about to get 40.
Dallas got to pay Micah.
Yeah, and they got the other boy they're supposed to pay too. I'm drawing a blank on my man, but it's another dude they supposed to pay too over there right now, man. They got two dudes they supposed to pay. But Parsons, we know, is the big fish. Yeah.
Yeah, they got to pay Micah. They got the receiver straight last year.
They got CD. They had Dak done. It's another person they're supposed to be paying down there. I can't remember who he is. Oh my gosh. But yeah, they got two people. But Mike is definitely the big name that they're supposed to pay first. So I'm like, This could definitely be the come here, ball out, because this is gonna be the best quarterback you've played with. You're gonna get a ton of targets because we know they throw the ball a lot. You playing in Dallas, everybody's gonna be watching. And then after that, you go hit the bank. You know, you go break the bank somewhere else. Because he's going to be motivated. He needs to get paid. You know that.
For sure.
And he finally has a quarterback that he feels great about.
I think people are scared to pay it.
But I think that's what this year. That's why. And be quiet too.
To make it shake.
Yeah. If you could do it in Dallas where it's quiet, it's a big, big market on top of that, but you can come out here and be disciplined and ball out, another team will pay you. But right now, I think a lot of teams are looking at him and saying, if Coach Tomlin moved on from you, we seen how that typically plays out, man.
Hey,
outside of AB, it's not this long. Yeah, it's like, bro, usually it's like, all right, they did it for a reason. It was the right reason.
It hasn't worked.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Like, man.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
I mean, if you Dak, you're loving it. Dak
you're happy.
Dak loving it right now, man.
Everybody's happy. Like, I think
to an extent,
happy.
I would agree.
I think like Pittsburgh's sad about it. I think that everybody's happy.
I think Pittsburgh fans are sad. I don't think the organization is tripping like that. Let's.
I think all right, we got it out of here.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't the best situation, but we made the best of it. We got something. I mean, because you got more than what you would have got realistically with the comp pick.
It went well for you.
Yeah, because you got the third and you still got the fifth to go with it.
It wasn't too loud. It was okay. It competed.
Mm-hmm.
It made a lot of plays. It helped the program.
Yeah.
Never just quite got over that hump.
It didn't go full nuclear while it was here either.
It didn't trip all the way out. It's okay.
Yeah.
It just didn't get married here.
Yeah. Somebody else will love it.
Yeah, had a great relationship.
Yeah. We had a good run. It was a good couple summers, man. All right.
It was a good run.
It was a good run. Absolutely. Oh, man. All right. So with that then, we started to turn the page to looking at potential options if we wanted to try to replace his production this year. So I'm going to just drop a couple of names, see how you feeling about the different things that me and the chat have talked about. All right. And chat, since y'all are rocking out, I do see y'all showing us love. Hit that like button one time for the culture. And don't forget to subscribe either if you're new to the channel. But you trying to go trade for Tyreek Hill, bro? What's up?
For who?
We got 12 draft picks going into next year, man. We just sent some picks down there, bro. What's up, man? You trying to go get Tyreek Hill? You got Tyreek.
I'm not mad at it. It's more of the same.
Yeah, absolutely more of the same. But proven, but definitely more of the same. Proven, more of a crash out too. More of a crash out, definitely more of a crash out because it's more proven. They got the money on. You know what I mean? But that's an option. All right. Then from there, Alan Lazard was the other trade option, right? Guys that are under contract, dudes that you might go and get, right? Go get Alan Lazard. That shouldn't cost too much to go make that trade, okay?
Yeah.
All right, just an option, okay? But then from there, one of the ones that I'm a little bit more eager or optimistic about, Amari Cooper. All right, supposed to be healthy now, post wrist surgery. We know he was in Buffalo last year after spending some time in Cleveland and in Dallas. You know what I mean? Amari can still produce. Another name, Gabe Davis. He had just got released from the Jaguars. We know last year he signed a 3-year, $39 million deal to go down there following his time with Buffalo. Okay. And then you got Keenan Allen. You know Keenan Allen. That's the super vet. OG been doing it for a while. But yeah. Those
I like Keenan Allen.
You like Keenan Allen. All right. Okay. Okay. Because that's a free agent. You know what I mean? You just strictly signing it. Amari Cooper, free agent, strictly signing it. Gabe Davis, strictly free agent, just signing it.
Yeah, okay. Let's see what these young boys are. Don't ain't none of that like changed the globe.
I'm with you. I'm like,
I think when you made the decision, the plan is the plan. Like, don't turn around. Can't turn around.
He said, yeah, you can't move on from that and then try to turn around and band-aid it like, oh, I ain't nah, bro.
Decision was made. Like,
you moved on from when you moved on, bro. What's the next course of action? Stop playing.
You made the decision.
So
that's for the replacement. Like, nah. You let that go. That just left.
So that's why I'm like, maybe you go get 2 of these dudes and you just try to like, all right, low risk signings, the Amari Cooper, the Gabe Davis, like, all right, we ain't paying any of this more than 5 apiece. Come on here, have at it 1 year, and you know we see what we do next year. Like, Yo, how we get here, man? How the heck did we get here, bro? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. So with that being the case then, what's your expectations looking like as we sit here today? What's your expectations going forward, at least for this 2025 situation?
I think they're gonna play defense and run the ball.
So should we go look at them top one, them remaining free agents? Should we go, because it's a Darius Smith out there, it's a Stephon Gilmore out there, it's a Asante Samuel Jr. out there. You know what I mean? Like it's some dudes. If we gonna go defense and run the ball, we could go that route. That's what I'm saying, bro.
For sure.
We could go that route.
I think that's the route.
Okay.
I think that's what every move is listening to says that's the route.
All right then. In TG we trust. In TG we gonna trust. All right. Well, look, before we go, all right, because like I said, man, we do got to get up out of here a little bit earlier today. I did want to ask you though, all right, because you said Will Howard, you believe in him. You think this could be the guy.
Yeah.
Give me something positive. Just give me a couple nuggets. Give me something good to know about Will Howard, man. All right, give me something good about Will Howard, man. Before we get up out of here.
He checked a lot of boxes, man. He looked the part. He's tall in the box. He's a winner. He can move around. He's got movement. He'll remind you, of Ben. Like, he really will. Like, if you look at him, and then you'll see certain things. It's like he can move. He can move. He can run. He's a winner. He's a winner.
All right.
That's a trait that, like.
Oh no! You either have it or you don't. Yeah, that's real.
He's a winner.
Yeah,
he's a proven winner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's shown he can
big
win. Stage. He's found ways to win. He's led a unit of 20 million. He's led a pro unit. He's got a big arm. Like, he checked a lot.
He do.
His toolkit's there. And he can move a little bit. It's not like he can't move.
No, he do. Yeah.
He's not a statue back there.
Right.
So he's not in that category of, like.
Because that's the complaint with Mason. That's the complaint even to an extent now with Rodgers at this age. It's like, are they more statues? Are they more pocket only? You know what I mean? So yeah, Will definitely has more.
For a statue.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Will can move.
Yeah.
He knows how to play in the cold.
Mm-hmm.
Big arm. Like, I just think he checks. be honest.
Can
with
handle
you,
pressure, man. You know that playing on Ohio
the more I
State.
see it, I think they got the quarterback they wanted. I'm trying to tell you,
All right.
we just got him later.
Okay.
They can move.
Okay.
I'll tell you this, and I'd rather make a hot topic on it. I'm ready to have a talk, and you know what I'm gonna say?
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm gonna say?
He's supposed to do it.
I'm about to stand on this mountain, though. I'm about to stand on this mountain. You with me? I take.
Don't say am I
Will
with you?
over Shador, bro. I take Will Howard over Shador. And watching what I seen and seeing what I seen,
Right.
I take Will. For the role that you're looking for, where you at in that Pittsburgh room, I take Will. I think he come in here, he's gonna be a team guy. He's gonna buy into what you're trying to do. He's gonna play hard. He's gonna steal away it.
Okay.
Not that Shador wouldn't, but he's gonna steal away it. He's gonna see what he's supposed to see. He's got a big boy on.
Okay.
He's gonna make that big boy throw. I think this system wasn't super Shador's. I think this is a way better system. Like in terms of when you're 1-on-1.
Okay. Talk your talk there. Hey,
I'll
look,
take Will Howard.
if you believe it, then you better say it with
Like that.
conviction.
You see me just
You
standing
better.
on
I
the
seen
mountain,
you. Hey, man, my man said, look, if I'm going to be on this mountain, I'm going to be on this one right here.
Yeah.
But I think we got the guy that we wanted. All right.
I think that's the guy you're looking for.
I like how you're talking. You know I ain't
think
tripping
don't
on
hate
it.
it.
You know I ain't
Yeah.
tripping on it. I like how you're talking that talk, all right? And the thing is this, I know you watching tape, so that's my other part. I'm like, you ain't just saying it to say it. You say it because you truly believe it. You truly
Will
believe it.
Howard. They got who they was looking for. They had a good draft.
I just hope you're right.
This team's
I'm just
headed
hoping you're
towards. They
right.
got a
That's all
running
I'm
back
saying,
that
baby.
They're going to hand the ball off to.
Yeah.
They got a 3-headed monster.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to run the ball.
All
They
right.
got an O-line.
Let's do it.
And they
Hey,
Will Howard.
look, man. I've said it before you called in. I'm going to say it on the back end of this call, baby. All right. The Steelers, since I've been rocking with them since 2014, they ain't never let me down. All right. I trust them. They ain't never
take you even further.
They ain't never
If
took
you
me to the
wanna
wrong
fit-
place, man. Come on now.
I want to be honest. When Ben came in here, what was the strategy?
Respect.
Play defense
Run the
and
ball.
run the ball.
Absolutely.
Come
I need a
on.
couple of moments from your game. Give me a couple moments of
Come
game,
on.
man. Yeah.
Come on. You
Yeah.
remember
I already know.
when the bus fumbled,
I already
Ben got
know.
it down.
I already know. Come
Now
on,
we
man.
need the defense.
I need a couple of
Get the
moments,
stop.
man. Give me a couple
We're gonna
moments,
run
man.
the ball.
Yeah.
We're gonna get stopped.
Mhm.
You're gonna get us at least.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit DK for 8 of them.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna run for 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's not too much. You gotta hit.
All right. You
You
know
got
what,
about
man?
12 plays. You gotta be
Man,
you.
look, bro. Look, you ain't saying nothing but a thing, man. You ain't saying nothing but look. You know I don't need much to motivate me for the black and gold, bro. Come on, but you don't need much to motivate for the black and gold, man. I like your energy, man. All right. So you know what? And how we gonna trust then? All right. And how we gonna trust until proven otherwise. We ain't got no reason not to trust him just yet. So I'm gonna trust.
And be honest, if it's not Will, same with Mason. Like you only gotta throw this like 10 hot. 10 decisions.
Listen. It is super simple how you are breaking it down, but we would
10
all
decisions.
agree. Simple ask does not mean simple execution or simple
sure.
production. It is very simple what you're asking, though. It's a very simple ask.
But I'm asking you to truly be a game manager.
And that's what I'm
asking you
saying.
To be that manager.
But that's
not
why
looking for
at
too
the
much.
beginning I said what I said about they have to be close to perfect under this model, though.
You just gotta run the ball.
You can't make a
Behind that
mistake.
line.
You can't make a bad.
Behind that
You can't
line
make a
that you
bad decision
bought.
throwing
You
that
done bought
football.
that line.
But you can't make a
bought
bad
the
decision
line.
whenever you put that ball in the air. You can't make a bad decision, man.
If you don't know what to do, look to DK.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
That's not a bad decision.
Listen, I'm with
That's a
you.
good decision. Throw it
I'm
up.
with you,
Throw it up.
man.
Throw it
I'm
down there.
with you.
Throw
I'm
it
just
down
me and you both know. I wish it was that simple. It was kind of like when we had that call and I was like, why can't we just do what Justin Fields does on Madden? I've dropped back with Fields. They play zone coverage. I pick them apart.
right.
They play man, I run it. It's simple, right? Then we do it in real life. You like, hey, bro, it ain't that simple, bro. Why is it so what we saying here, man?
It's different. I'm with you.
You're making me nervous, man, but I love it.
I'm just saying, pressure-wise,
Yeah.
you got the best job in the world because I'm not asking you to do nothing.
No, that's facts.
But be you.
Yeah, that's facts.
Anything else is a bonus. Like, throw that hit.
That's facts. That's
We
facts. If
gonna
you do
make
anything
them
with your
undress.
legs, and we feel great, all right?
We're going to make them undress it.
Yeah.
We're going to move this thing because you know he going to motion. He's
They're
going to
gonna-
move this thing so much.
And you got to play. If you don't play too high, then
You're gonna- he's
I'm
gonna
gonna hurt
glitch.
you. And if you stay too high, I'm gonna pound this rock. Yeah, I
What
dig
you
it, man.
trying to do?
I dig it, man. I dig it.
What you trying to do?
I
We're
dig
not
it.
trying to overdo this. I'm emotion and move this thing so much.
Look, man, you
Yeah,
gonna
tell me what to
reload, change your strength, rip the Liz, Rita the Linda. Oh yeah. Riverside. Oh yeah, trust me, baby. By the time y'all done with just pre-snap, you can be like, hey, bro, all this for a dive? All this because you hit the A gap?
Because it's Fryer Moose time. Like, I'm going to win with that tight end. I'm not going for it. Why? I got a tight end.
Hey, look, because I know you're going to play some man when you go in that base personnel because you can feel confident about it. Yeah.
Because you want to stop the run.
Yeah.
That's who.
Yeah.
Let's get to it. It's just not traditional. Like, this is not.
No. I'm with you on it. Trust me.
Style.
I'm with you on all of that. We just know this model. We know this model, though.
Yeah. Styles make fights.
Yeah, we
Shakur
can win.
Stevenson
We can
style.
win. Listen,
Yeah,
we can win. We can win.
Yeah.
It ain't always pretty, but you can win.
Yeah, you want to see people get knocked down.
I just want to see. I just want to see what Shakur
right
look like
here.
versus Tank. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm right here.
So what does he look like versus Tank? Is what I'm saying.
Man, I'm in the pocket.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Right
Everybody got a plan till they get hit back. Tank got defense and offense. Is what I'm saying. And we know in this division there happens to be
Baltimore got better.
That's all right. Yeah.
That safety back there.
Yeah. So that's why I brought up Tank, because you telling me Shakur. I'm like, are we Shakur and they Tank?
Tank light.
You catch me. I'm like, that's how. Like we winning. We looking. We getting them out of there. But people complain about Shakur. They complain about him at times. You know this.
You go to Baltimore. We're gonna run the ball. You're gonna run the ball. This can't make them quick. Don't make a mistake. You better not mess up.
Look. I'm with you. But we all feel a lot more confident in Tank being able to put Shakur lights out than we feel about Shakur putting Tank's light out. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
We're on the same page, for sure. We scared of Lamar. We're sure.
My dog. We on the same page there, man. We on the same page.
People up there.
Hey, facts. You catch what we on, bro. So all good. But look, like I said, we do got to get up out of here, man. But we're gonna spin the block. We're gonna definitely do this again, though. You know this because this is only getting spicier now. This is only getting real spicier. All right. But my dog, appreciate you again, man. Take your time, jump on the jump with me, man. And like I said, we're gonna do this again, baby. All right, my dog, baby. Peace. Shout out Terence Garvin right there, man. If y'all was enjoying the homie being on the show, talking that talk, man, make sure you hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Alrighty, got a couple supers. We'll get those and then head up out of this thing, man. But yeah, oh man, I'll bet. Shout out to my dog. See, like I said, I'm in panic mode, but that's why I need to talk to my friends. All right, I talk to my friends. They're talking me off the ledge now. Okay, they're talking me off the ledge, so I appreciate them from the heart. Alrighty. So let's get this one real quick. The homie Mike Hood, he says, salute Mr. Moats and the chat goats. My opinion, GP didn't like the DK move and unfollowed the Steelers shortly after. I hate it, but get rid of the cancer, move on, let the con man figure it out. All right, respect on that. Like I said, I don't love it either, but if that is truly the case, man, and he was disgruntled, we want volunteers, not hostages, right? Tons of Fun says, sorry, GP, didn't have a fifth-year option, but would be a free agent in 2025 either way. And that is also the case, man, we know with, his contract situation. And that's partly why I could understand if that was the approach of, them saying, hey, we don't want to deal with potentially paying this $25-30 million, knowing kind of how, the behind the scenes conversations have been surrounding him. But if that is the case, then yeah, we take this approach. We obviously won't be able to throw it as much as we might have anticipated, but now you're coming back and saying, man, running the football, trusting this defense and going that route. So if that is the case, I'm cool with it. And Tons of Fun, I didn't skip the supers. No, man. I trust me. I got this, baby. I got this. But I like your energy, dog. I got you now. All right. But that's the vibe right now, though, man. So trust me, though, man. I'm trying to be, optimistic around it as well. Shout out to TG, though. TG, way more positive about it than me, which is a surprise. All right. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog. All right. Shay Z also just showed love, man, with a super, actually just contributing some money to the channel, man. So I do appreciate you on that. Tons of fun. Also earlier on during the call, he says, rebuild year. You got DK for 5 years and no quarterback. So might as well get more picks for next year. Robert Woods, a consistent wide receiver too, and Calvin Austin can make plays. Now, look, I like that approach as well. Woods is my guy. I think he is more of a 3 at this stage of his career, though, than a true 2. Kind of like what we talked about with Allen Robinson and, oh, my goodness, who was the guy that we had before? Oh, my God, for Allen Robinson. It was another one of those veteran-type receivers. That's my only concern, all right? It's my only concern. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, Ryan McPherson showed TG some love. He says TG is spitting facts about GP and Will Howard. Give the man a raise, Moats. Ha, you guys and everyone. Listen, man, the team definitely gets raises. You know that. Come on, man. We team pay the squad. Van Jefferson was the name. Shout out to Hannibal. Van Jefferson was the name. But yeah, you know we got to take care of the squad, baby. Got to. All right, and then yeah, I think those were all the ones that I had missed in the intern right there, man. So shout out to everybody, man, that was rocking out with the show today. Like I said, man, it's definitely one of them ones. Oh, and actually, let me get this real quick. Hold on, man. Let me where you at? The homie David Decker. He says today is his birthday. So happy birthday to the man, the myth, the legend, David Decker. Hopefully you are enjoying your birthday. Glad you all spending some of your special day with me on the channel. Do appreciate you from the heart. All right. But enjoy your birthday. Y'all drop some love for the homie David Decker in the comment section. Make sure y'all shout him out today on his birthday. All right. Happy born day. Happy born day. Yeah, they showing you love in here, though. They showing you love. They definitely showing you love, man. And you deserve it. Trust me, you deserve it, man. So I like it. But yeah, we're going to see. We are going to see what the next move or moves will be for the black and gold. But like I said, that will conclude today's show. If y'all did enjoy the show, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you from the heart. You know we're going to spin the block and do this again. But either way, y'all stay safe out there. And until next time, baby. Peace.